Hey Jonesy Babes and Anonymous Jonesy Babes, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk to you about Gary Busey and David. Alright, so I'm going to give you the Gary Busey update. I did talk about him a few months ago. He was going to court for touching a woman at a horror movie convention, right? Well, the update is he has been sentenced. Gary Busey has received 2 years of probation for touching a woman at a horror movie convention in New Jersey 2022. That's what happened. Judge Gwendolyn Blue sentenced Gary during a virtual hearing in Camden, New Jersey on Thursday. He declined to speak at the hearing. He said he's following his attorney's orders. Okay. Judge Blue also ordered Gary to not have any contact with the victim. He has 45 days to appeal the sentence and may have his probation transferred to California. So that's the update on that. 2 years probation. Do you think he should have did some jail time or probation is good? I would love to know your thoughts. Now, his lawyer was just trying to get him to pay a fine, and that was it. But no, Judge Blue said he's going to get 2 years probation. Okay. All right. So that's his update. Now let's talk about David. You know, listen. There's a lot of talk on Twitter, and there's a lot of talk on TikTok. And I read everything. But I would like to know the facts, okay? The fact is, in this case, he was messing with a minor, all right? He was messing with a minor. He is 20. When they found her in his Tesla, she was 15. So if you go back, he knew her for a couple of years. And from the stuff that I was reading on Twitter, he knew her since she was about 11 years old. So you mean to tell me he had his eyes on her at 11? I watched a few of his videos. It seems like his videos were telling a story, his story. And I said it on Twitter and I'm going to say it here. David is telling a story. Okay, he's telling a story. Toxic, murderous, PDF story. He was really in love with Celeste. Okay. Now, I don't know why he did this to her, because everything points to him. But we also know he has not been arrested yet. Okay? He has not been arrested. But what was it about Celeste that he was in love with? And it seems like when he did stream, she would be in the background. But it was one stream that they did together. His hair was kind of out. I think it was kind of like a brownish or blondish hair he had. She was sitting next to him. And I'm not sure if it was that video where he wanted, I guess he wanted that stream deleted. But see, here's the thing. Everybody knew about her. And no one did anything. No one thought to call the authorities. Everybody knew about her. And what's crazy is that his music has went up. Yeah. His music sales has went up. His streams has went up. And I'm like, wow. Here's a guy who was in love with a minor. He was a streamer, turned into a pop singer. And his streams are going up. Knowing what, the situation is. But sometimes it's like that. I've always wanted to know why when someone passed away, it could be like a well-known actor or musician, singer, whatever. And you don't really hear too much about them, right? But as soon as they pass away, oh, their movies are going up. Their music is streaming more than ever. Why can't you do that stuff when they're alive? I just never understood that. But anyway, as for him, here's what's going on with his tours. Okay, so the remainder of his tours in the US canceled. Okay, and he also canceled the Europe, UK tours. His label company is not promoting anything. They paused all promotion. So what's next for David? Is it handcuffs? Or will he get away with this? Now, people are saying that Teslas, they have cameras, they record everything. But we'll see. We will see. I'm not surprised that he's not locked up. They're investigating. Okay, they are investigating. But until they have solid evidence and solid facts that he did this, he's going to remain free. He's going to remain free. Now, when they come back with an update and they say, you know what? This is definitely a homicide. We have this to back it up. We have this evidence. Oh, yeah, they're going to get him. They are going to get him. But as far as right now, he's still free. So I'm going to see. I'm going to sit back and watch how all this play out, because this is just ridiculous. I don't understand what's wrong with these guys. Like, you can't find somebody your own age. What was it about her that he fell in love with her? And now she's no longer here. Like, there is a story behind this, but we just don't know what it is. And it's like he's telling bits and pieces of it in his music videos. And I think this is what he wants. This is what he wants. This is what is keeping him relevant. People keep talking about this. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if we get news one day saying, hey, he did something to himself. And you know what I mean? But anyway, you guys let me know in the comment section. What do you think about all of this? What do you think about David? How do you think this is going to play out? And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening.